Hey guys, thanks for watching Nerf Socom Modifications. I'm Adam, and today I'm going to be showing you how to modify the Maverick REV-6. We're going to be doing a few mods. First, we're going to be taking the air restrictors out. That's the most obvious mod. Second, we're going to make it so that the cylinder or barrel can come out all the way like it should. And third, on one of them, I'm going to be putting an Orange ModWorks spring in there, the upgrade spring, and just testing out to see how that works. That's all we need here, so make sure your darts are unloaded before you do it, otherwise you're going to have to unload them later, and it's obviously easier just to shoot them out. Okay, just to let you guys know, these both are brand new Mavericks. We just got these in. We've only shot maybe a couple, like 10 rounds each, so you'll get what the results of a new modified Maverick. So let's get started. Okay, so first all you need to do is unscrew the gun, obviously. So let's just take all these screws out. There's one here. People may not know that. It's a less obvious one. You may have to get it out with a longer screwdriver. Okay, now that you have it unscrewed, I leave the screws inside of my gun sometimes just because I don't want to have to spend the time on finding what goes where, but if you do lose where your screws go, normally this one here is a different size and this one here is a different size, so there's a few of them that are longer, and I think they're around here. There we go. So once you have your gun apart, when you take this side of the handle off, you're going to hear the spring slip off, which is in there. Normally the spring stays on here. When we pull it out, it slips off. Keep this to the side. It's very important. Now there's one hidden screw right here that goes under the slide, so you can take that out now. So now once you have all the screws out, it should be pretty easy to take apart. Just pry it apart. There we go. So now I have it apart. You can lift it to two pieces, just like that. And now yours might look different than this. Some of the different color models have different colors on the internals as well. So don't touch anything when you get in here. What you want to do is, this piece contains the air restrictor. So if you're only doing the air restrictor mod and the making it so you can remove or take out the cylinder all the way, then I would not go further than just removing this piece here. And to remove this piece here, this piece you have to push in. So you have to hold this in and then pull it out. You might, if you get Orange ModWorks silicone grease, you can lube up this, which I'll do on both guns. In fact, I'll just do the Orange ModWorks lube on the one I put the Orange ModWorks spring in. But you can get the ModWorks lube and the spring from the link in the description. So first we have to, when we take this apart, we need to remove this rod here, which goes to each side. So what we need to do to remove that is just pry it apart. There you go. And you see I got the bottom side off. And I also got this little spring out here. This spring is important. It goes right in here along with this. So keep that to the side. And then we're gonna take this out, put that to the side, and now there's 3 more screws here, here, and here that we have to take out. Okay, so after you get these apart, these screws, you just pull apart just like this, and as you see, it all exploded on me. What you don't want in this modification is this here and this spring. You don't want the air restrictor itself and the spring. But you want all of these sticks here. Where'd that go? So you'll have 6, and then all you're gonna do now is just put them back on here without these, because originally these would come on here, just like this, and in here. So what you would do is just pull this off here, and then take the spring out, and now you're done really with the air restrictor removal. Notice I've had a friend who said he couldn't get these 2 halves apart right here, from here and here, and he has a blue Maverick, so I'm not sure if that's the problem. But once you get those 2 halves apart, you can take the air restrictors out, and then you're done with this here. Also, some people have used a Dremel or a drill to get this off here. It takes the rod and all this stuff inside of here out, because if you take this out, your gun's not going to shoot anymore. You need to have this, so if you want, you can close this up and get a really small drill and go straight through the back. But I wouldn't recommend doing that just because. So I just screw this back together and we're done with that part. To get the cylinder to come out, let's just look at this one real quick, or we might not be able to look at this one. What happens when you use this, you can see if I have this here, and you can do this yourself, that when it comes out, the only piece that's limiting me on this side is this here. That makes it so that when it comes out, it stops when it's here. So we need to take off this plastic piece here, and that shouldn't be too difficult. I have a knife, a X-Acto knife here, and normally you can just slice it off. Okay, so we got it cut off, and you'll notice there's still a big bump here. So I need to just get that down finally, so it's flat. I'm not sure if you can leave a little bump there or if it needs to be completely flat, but I always make it completely flat. What you can also do is, if you have some long nose pliers or any pliers that are fine enough, you can just sometimes break it off with those, and I've done that a couple times. Okay, so now it's clean. It's completely flat. There's no bump now. So now, as you see, if I put it right here and I want to eject it, it's going to come out this way, and it's not going to have a problem coming out. And now there's one more piece we need to break off, and it's on this side. And if you want, you can take this apart, and I think I'm going to do that just to show you guys. If you have these unscrewed here, there's 2 screws on the inside of this piece here, the rotator, right here. And if you unscrew those, see this piece here can come off. So then once you take that off, you can get access to this piece. And if you look here, when this is on, and when you're trying to eject it, it comes out and this stops it. And if this doesn't stop it, this will. So you need to cut off both of these bumps here and here. Now if you put it against your gun here, you'll notice that when you eject it, it comes out and then it comes all the way, just to where it's supposed to, all the way out here. And if it gets stuck a little bit like mine seems to be, I think I need to just refine this here, just cut this a little off. And then it finally comes very smoothly. Now I can put the rest of it back together. So move my stuff up here and put this on here. It goes right down there. And then you can align these two holes with the two slots in here. Screw it on. Now you can put this back together here, just like that. Okay, so now I have it together and I can actually test it. You don't need to put it together fully to test it. You just stick it in here, like this, forward, and then you have to push the button so you can actually get it in there. Like that. And then like this. And then when you pull the button here, it comes out all the way, just like it should. Just that far. And if there's anything you don't like, you can just adjust that. And it looks to me like I got it just the way I want it. So I'm gonna leave it. Okay, now we can put this thing back together, I guess. So first you need to know that you need to have this little spring here to go there before you put this plastic piece on. That way it's always pushing this way. And I'll show you in 1 second. Normally I just use my hammer and tap it a couple times. I have it together and you'll see when I push this through, it comes back. That's what it's supposed to do. So now I can put this to the side. I don't need this right now. And all we're gonna be really modifying is the spring, which is right here. And simply, we're gonna be replacing it with the orange ModWorks spring. And they sell it specifically for the Maverick, and I think it might work in another gun too, but I'm not sure. And actually it looks like, since this is a new gun, it's shiny, so it's already lubed enough. If you want to lube yours, you might get better results, but this isn't gonna slip at all. Yeah, this has a very tight pressure. There's no way this is gonna slip. So I won't be lubing this, but if you do, use Orange ModWorks silicone grease. Do not use WD-40. You can use some oil, but oil will not last a quarter as long as grease will. So now I have my old spring. I don't need that anymore. And this here goes down. This goes up to the line with this piece here, which you put through. Once you put this through here, you're going to grab the spring that's right here, and you're going to just put this on the rod right there. And that is so that this slide will shoot back forward once you cock the gun. Like when you cock this one, it comes back forward. That's what this spring does. So now that we have that done, what we need to do to finish this modification is put the cylinder or barrel in. There we go. And if you take this piece out, just know that, I'll show you real quickly. This here goes after the little block here. So if you put it before, it's not going to operate like it should. It needs to go after. So there we go. Now you need this catch spring here along with its catch, just like that. Now you can put the rest of the gun back together. Here's my other shell, and I'm just doing a quick overview, and it looks like everything is complete. This is probably the easiest gun to modify, period. I can't think of any easier gun. So if you're modifying for the first time, I would definitely recommend this one over any others. Now when you put this on, it's going to line up with the rod, as you probably already know. Okay, you've watched me modify this one. This now comes out all the way like it should. And it goes in like it should. You can also, rather than make it come out all the way, if you leave this mark here, you notice I drilled both, I cut both of them off. If you leave this one over here, it'll come out about this far, which is further, but still not what I want. I like it coming out all the way, just like it should. Now it's done, it's modified. You know exactly what to do, so I'm not going to show you how to modify this second one with just the air restrictors and this here. So I guess I'll show you the shooting now. Okay guys, I have 3 guns: stock, the AR modified, and the Orange Modworks modified. I'm going to shoot them in the order from stock to AR to Orange Modworks, just like I said. I have 25 feet and then another 16 feet of tape lined up, so we should get an accurate number. This is stock. Okay. Now we're going to do stock air restrictor removal mod. Okay, now Orange Modworks. Okay, so our results. For the stock, I used purple tip darts. For the Orange Modworks, I used orange tip darts, and for the air restrictor removal, I used blue tip darts. So our first ones are orange, which means Orange Modworks here. Then we have the blue tip, which is the air restrictor removal mod. More blue, more blue. We have some purples, which are stock. More purples, another blue, purple, blue, and blue. So our furthest one was here, which is the air restrictor removal mod. I didn't get what I expected from the Orange Modworks. You add a stronger spring, it should be stronger. So probably because I didn't lubricate it, If you lubricate it, I'm assuming you'll get much stronger results than the Restrictor Removal Mod. So our Restrictor Removal got us about 10 feet more than the stock mod, or than the stock without any modifications. So I'd say it's definitely worth it. Gives you an extra 10 feet. Just make sure not to dry fire after you modify. Thanks for watching Nerf Socom modifications for the Maverick REV-6.